So, welcome back guys to Pokemon, as we are intimidated as a Gyarados finally appears for me of a Magikarp battle. Now the weird thing is that when I said it to you guys, I just wanted to prove it, even though you probably already knew it's a possibility. When I said it, it was literally because every battle I was getting in with a Magikarp on the first turn, if I didn't do anything, was summoning a Gyarados. I don't know, I thought that was just how it was, but it turns out it was insane luck. As finally a Gyarados appears here. It uses Thrash. But we're looking to claim this one just for funsies, I'd say. Or more for a point of proof. I don't know. Well, let's use Thunder Wave here. Avoided the attack. And use Thunder Wave and then use a Dive Ball to try and catch it, I think, personally. The Thrash actually hurts. Well, there's the Paralysis. So you don't have to worry about that anymore. And it's confused due to fatigue. Well, it can hurt itself as much as it wants. I am going exactly for Magikarp, and I'm going to knock him out so we can catch. So an extremely low level Gyarados catcher. Let's move on from there. One Dive Ball should do the job at this point. I'm not going to attack it because, of course, it's way low HP. And it's lowered its HP even more now. So that might make it a little bit easier in the end anyway. So, a Great Ball? No, we're using a Dive Ball, of course. 3 that we have left. I've caught another Phoebus in the time it took me to find this Gyarados. To be honest, I'm just seem to be lucky with Phoebuses a little bit. But that is a Gyarados caught. Kind of a pride principle. Alright then, so everyone's gaining a little bit of experience. I think Salandit leveled up to level 20, etc. But now we've completed a set with Magikarp and Gyarados caught. And I'm guessing I can teach it Scald straight off the bat if I wanted to use it as a water Pokemon in case of Phoebus. As it turns out, of course, I need to trade Phoebus with an item to evolve it into its proper form Pokemon, and it's pretty useless otherwise if you don't have the item, so Phoebus becomes a useless Pokemon. It's a shame. I wanted to use it, oh well. But still, Gyarados, there are people who swear that any place Gyarados appears is fated for destruction. So you say that Gyarados is now... Do you know what? May as well. Add it to the party, because we actually went out of our way to get it for the time being. In the end, I might want something else. Well, let's just switch it out for Phoebus and go from there. So now with a Gyarados as part of the party, let's get back to where we were with the power of editing, because I think, to be honest, it's time to get it go back to night. And so we move on with the time having passed back to night, or more to the point, another day of filming for me, as we move up from Route 7, I think it is, to Route 8 now, along our trail. So let's pass forward with the hints and tips and tricks you guys have given me along the way as well, because Gyarados is now nestled in our party. And while I stopped back there, I kind of caught a female Salandit, because supposedly that's the only Salandit I possibly need. Male Salandit useless? Males useless. Ugh. But Gyarados is there, he's been taught Scald and Thunder Wave now, so he's going to be more powerful than ever before. More powerful than Phoebus possibly ever was, with our inability to evolve him. Was there a Zygarde cell there? I think you'll find it was. The Zygarde Cube sucked it up. Well, that said, let's talk to the trainers. What's that? You want to battle me even when I'm using my full force? Fine. Then beat every other trainer on Route 8 and we can talk. Oh, what? I got to come back to the front to deal with you? Island Challenge Marker. If you let your Pokemon evolve, they will grow stronger, but the time for when they learn new moves will also change quite a bit. If you hope to complete the Island Challenge, think well on your partner's strengths. Well, Route 8, we keep going. And more to the point, there's a really nice fishing spot there. Oh! But then, of course, I messed that up. Because I ran towards it, so the ripple's gone. Rare Pokemon, or better chance at rare, by the look of it, seems to go away. Do you use Pokemon Refresh? Those Pokebeans that you can give your Pokemon in Pokemon Refresh can actually be collected in Poke Pelago. Did you know that? No, but I did notice that it appeared on my marker. Poke Pelago, what is it? Who knows? Will it show my screen again? Oh, now it's... Oh, so it's only recently appeared because Charizard needs to take us there. Welcome, you've come to Poke Pelago. These uninhabited islands exist solely for the diet of Pokemon. Well, I suppose I should introduce myself, eh? Haha, how rude of me! You can call me Mon. It's like John, but with an O-M. Oh, with an O-M, yes. Omon. I'm in charge of keeping Poke Pelago running. And you are Olizandri, right? Well, I'm famous. Okay, let's get things started. The Pokemon you've deposited in your PC boxes can freely come into Poke Pelago to have a bit of fun whenever they want. Right now we have only one small isle available for them to play on, but if you'll help me out, that won't be true for very long. So here's what you need to do first. Would you pick up the Poke Beans and have you fallen to the ground around the island? So I just literally pick up the Pokemon on the bottom screen. Just press A. No. Oh, it is trying to get me to press it. I'm just got to press below it a little bit. Pokemon love Poke Beans. They're delicious and nutritious. And they can also sprout into Poke Bean stalks, like that one in the middle of the island. The one you just picked up is a plain bean. There are also rare Poke Beans called patterned beans and even rainbow bean. I love hands-on learning, don't you? So why don't you give that Poke Bean stalk a good shake and see what happens? Okay. I only pressed it once. Shake the beanstalk to drop some Poke Beans. Pick up the Poke Beans to add to your stores. Okay, now you've got it. See, isn't it better to learn by doing? You can collect Poke Beans once a day or so. If no new Poke Beans come tumbling down, then wait a day and then try again. Put some of the Poke Beans you collect into the Poke Bean crate on the island, would you? That'll be handy for any hungry Pokemon wandering around the island to eat any time. Okay. Yep, that's the Poke Bean crate right there. You can also drop Poke Beans in there and the Pokemon will love you for it, especially here on Isle of Beans. Leaving Poke Beans in the crate here can even tempt wild Pokemon to come by for a gander and some fun. Oh yes, one more thing. The rare kinds of Poke Beans will have their effects last longer. You might want to remember that fact. As long as you fill the crate up, then you'll probably be A-okay, don't you worry. And if you ever want to talk to me about things, no need to feel shy. Just zip right over to my raft hut. Okay, so it's that button down there. Doesn't look like I'm pulling them. Every time I click on one of these beans, it just disappears instantly. And I can keep pressing it regardless. Random bean press mini game to get beans to feed Pokemon. Well, I didn't get any of these rare beans. Can't press that green one. Oh, because it's a pattern bean. Okay, there were some pattern beans in there. Every time I press it, more come. I thought you said I could just shake it once a day. I get tons of these things. It just doesn't stop. Is this supposed to happen? You said once a day. Have I broken it? I don't know. Let's go follow this guy finally. Wonderful to see you again. I'm delighted to welcome you to my raft hut. There's been my own private castle ever since that fateful day when I decided to turn these uninhabited islands into a resort for Pokemon. I've built this place myself and it's not too shabby if I dare say so myself. I have everything I could need here to keep Poke Pelago up and running. So Olizandri, I've got a favour to ask of a promising trainer like yourself. Thank you. Poke Pelago only features one small island at the moment, as you've seen. If you were to liken to a Pokemon, it would be a level 1 babe just hatched from its egg. So I'd like you and your Pokemon to put some effort into developing the islands here. Developing the isles here basically means breaking ground on new isles or improving the facilities on isles you already have started on. Or borrow the strength of the Pokemon you have in your boxes to do the work. Oh, and we'll need some plain beans, don't forget those. No one can work well on an empty stomach. That's it for me right now, but come see me in my raft hut anytime that you want some help developing isles. I'm on here, I keep things running here, Poke Pelago. Okay, well now it seems like loads of Pokemon from my box, including Phoebus's, have appeared. Phoebus seems to really have a great love for Pokemon battles. Yeah, it does. Yeah, sure. Right, go on and choose how many of your Pokebeans you'd like to put in the Pokebean crate, so I can put as many as I want in here. Okay, we'll put 20. We'll put 10 of them. And then we'll put 7 of them. And then we'll put 30. Yeah, whatever. Thank you, my boy. The Pokemon will be delighted, no doubt. So they'll get to work, will they? Wild Pokemon are more likely to appear now. Okay, Pokebean's effects last for 120. And I'm guessing I can still shake more beans out. An endless amount of beans. So how do I develop the island? Do you want to do something? Develop the isles. So you'll help me. Thank you, thank you. And now that we have that settled, okay then, there are 5 isles total that you can develop here at Poke Pelago. Each one will require you to have a different number of Pokemon in your boxes and plain beans in your coffers. check what it says that you need to develop each isle in its summary, okay? Okay then, if that's all clear, you just tell me which isle you'd like to develop next. This is the weirdest thing ever. So we got development phase 2 for Isle of Beans. We got Isle of You development phase. So basically it says we need 60 Pokemon in the box and 30 beans. This one here increases the harvest of Poke Beans if I were to do this one again. I can open up other ones. Up to 6 berries can be grown on this isle. Up to 6 Pokemon can be invited to this isle. They can find items in the cave in the Isle of Food. Let's do this. Let's get more beans coming. Order received, and I'll get straight to work. The Isle of Penny renovations are complete. Okay, what do you think? This is Isle of Plenty. I used that nice flat bit of land there to make it feel where you can plant your berry. Now your Pokemon can enjoy tending to berry trees and harvesting berries here. That's right, if you want to plant some berries, tap the sign and let me know. Your Pokemon are looking very happy. Keep up the good work. So now I can plant beans in here. But I can only shake beans out of the beanstalk. Okay, so we got Personberry. We can basically do whatever we want. Let's just say I don't exactly know which ones are great to do. So we'll just put one of each. And let them grow. Okay, I'm looking forward to that berry harvest. Okay, so we got filled. And 24 hours maybe till it grows by the look of it. So then we can go back to this island whenever we want. We can go to this island whenever we want. We can keep people working by giving them as much as we can. The old motivation will be done. Berries will grow twice as fast now because we did that. This is such a weird thing. And then we can develop the isle a bit more, I guess, as well. It increases the harvest of Poke Beans. Okay, let's confirm this upgrade. I didn't expect to be doing a side thing, but this Isle of Beans renovations are complete. The Poke Beanstalk has gotten large, so you can probably get more Poke Beans from it now. I bet more wild Pokemon come by, enticed by its offerings. The Pokemon all look quite eager. Keep up the hard work. So these are still my Pokemon, not the wild ones. I wonder what the wild ones actually look like. But basically, I could just keep doing this forever and get all the beans ever made. It looks like the basket's got bigger as well, doesn't it? No, I don't want to take a close look at Phoebus. You can stay there. I want the bean. I think that's enough for our Poke Pelagoing. Maybe that's something I'll do off camera as well, because it looks like a way for me to just make sure I get bean rewards to be able to feed and care for everyone. Right, so Poke Pelago checked out. Let's move on. Maybe at some point someone will try to get me to do battle video as well. Well, let's go in here. It may not be the flag point, but I'm wondering if it is related. Why, hello, trainer. Looks like you got a Pokedex on you. How would you like to do a little part-time work on behalf of the Aether Foundation? I did recognise the design. We, the Aether Foundation, work to protect Pokemon through conservation. In order to protect Pokemon, though, we must know a good deal about them and how they live. Right now, we are surveying the Staffoul that live on Route 8. The Foundation is collecting its own data, of course, but we would also like to know what kind of data the Pokedex records about them. So your job, if you choose to accept, will be to register the Staffoul on Route 8 in your Pokedex and show us the data. We will pay you for the work, of course. I hope you'll help us out. Right, money, side quest, cool. We are members of the Aether Foundation. We work to carry out conservation efforts and care for Pokemon that have been hurt by bad people like these Team Skull thugs. Slowpokes tell us fully regrown now. Pokemon should be like family. Team Skull can't get away with crimes like this. Okay, Aether. It's a very clean environment, but you'd expect that from a medical thing. Those Team Skull scoundrels, even if Slowpoke tails are delicious, you can't go ripping them off like they're yours to take. Are they that detachable? Is it just like, yoink, and that it just comes off? I don't know. But we're at our destination, you there. Now you're probably from the Aether Foundation as well. Oh, excuse me, I'm a scientist. My name is Colress. The theme of my research is bringing out the potential of Pokemon. What brings out the power of Pokemon is, I believe that is the bond they share with their trainers. And thus my attention is drawn to trainers like yourself. Trainers bound to their Pokemon through the power of the Z-Ring. Now I think of it, I never asked your name. Olizandri, is it? I'll remember your name. To commemorate our encounter, let me give you a TM. TM 43 Flame Charge. Not bad. If you're able to utilise Flame Charge fully, you'll be able to have a great battle with the totem in the next trial, the Trial in Lush Jungle. Z Power. Is it the true potential that I see? Does it surpass the Mega Ring? apparently there are uninhabited islands for Pokemon called Poke Pelago here in Alola. Yeah, we just checked it out. Alola is fascinating. I believe that I will stay in Alola for some time. Well then, Olizandri, I will see you again sometime. It is him pressing buttons that I can hear. Random guy. Zzz, time for your first trial on the Color Island? Then off to the lush jungle. It sounds so luxuriant. I think that's the point in it. Well, that said though, we did just get a TM that we can possibly teach to Salandit here. Apart from that, held item wise, we also should pretty much give it a Firium Z, don't you think? So Salandit now has Firium Z. In fact, Gyarados could probably take Waterium Z. So that's something we should do at some point. Right, what is your moveset currently, actually? Never checked, I just caught a female. Dragon Rage is quite good because it's 40 damage. Smog, Poison, probably a nice ability all the same. 30 power, accuracy of 70, may poison the target. Sweet Scent that lowers evasiveness, and Ember may also leave the target with a burn. It seems as the attack is the low stats, we want special attacking kind of stuff more. Shall we teach it Flame Charge, or is Ember good enough? Flame Charge sounds like a physical attack, mind you. And by the look of it, there's definitely a path here. Maybe I should have gone in the grass though. If there's a Stuffle I have to catch, I have to find it first. A big pearl is ours, but I've got 10 of them, don't you know? Got absolutely tons. In fact, from the fishing again, I got another heart scale. Alright, Stuffle we're after. And Dragon Rage probably would be a good way to knock it down, to be honest. A wild Trumbeak has appeared. Let me guess. Picky Pecker, Picky Pepper? Pick Peck Peck Pepper? Is that what you are? Oh, let's bite for the time being. Right, that's just under half. So hopefully one bite will leave it in a good catchable level. Rock Smash. Ow, fighting. Ow, pain. Calling for help. Pain. Good. Because I kind of can't deal with like 2 of them doing Rock Smash. Of course I could mess this guy up by chucking... Well, you know, just using one rock move would defeat in no time. Oh! Supersonic, well, I thought I would have caught you with that. Let's try again. Nice. Right. Finally something new caught, added to the Pokedex. To be honest, I should go back and catch all the Cubones and all that still. Oh, Rockruff leveled up. So that was our higher, of course it was a ever-evolved guy, so of course she'd level up. Our rest team gain experience points to experience share. Gyarados grew to level 12. Gonna grow quite fast, I imagine. Hey, when I added things to the Pokedex, Rockruff is evolving though, which is great. If you're wondering about the stats, because supposedly like the defensive stats aren't all that great. There's a rock type, come on. Your Rockruff evolved into Lycanroc. He looks a bit evil. What's his typing? Dark as well. Rockruff turns into Lycanroc, which completes that list. Hot diggity, look at you, you're on fire, partner. You're filling all the Pokemon on a single page. It's like we're playing bingo. Right, so it's just rock. It goes its enemies into attacking, withstands the hit, and in return delivers a headbutt, crushing their bones with its rocky mane. Well, Midnight Form, Wolf Pokemon, looking significantly cooler than ever before, wants to learn the move Counter. So is that like a kind of like a signature move for your typing? It's fighting type. No, I don't want to not learn it, I just messed up a little bit. To get an old move, we'll replace it for Sand Attack. I was just all of a sudden got into my head of like looking at the defense, which seems to have improved quite a bit on the evolution, to be honest. Which is very handy. seems this episode was mainly took out of catching a couple of new guys to the party, evolving one. And checking out the Poke Pelago. And Trumbeak. Yeah, now we move on to Trumbeak. A secondary form of Pick-a-Peck. What you check out? Yeah, no, I wanted to check out. By bending its beat, it can produce a variety of calls and brand itself a noisy nuisance for its neighbours. The Stuffle I'm looking for, though, where can I find that? You can go work on the Poke Pelago Islands. Have a good time. That's kind of nice that the Pokemon in the box actually get some time out to do stuff. A trainer? Let's use Lycan Rock. I was losing constantly, so I'm on a trip to find myself. I'm on a trip to use my new Pokemon. He says that after not using Gyarados at all, because it's too low level. Backpacker Kiana sent out an Eevee. Which, you know what, counter would be really good right now, but to be honest, I reckon I'm faster. Dozing off, it must be sleepy. Don't doze off, use Rock Tomb. That's the perfect reason to use it. Well, considerably more stylish than before, I've got to say. To be honest, I like cool looking Pokemon. I like ones that look like they do some damage as well. I think that's why I lost, but I don't dwell on it. So that does really work, but still. One trainer defeated, and so we've got to defeat more trainers down this route. Even if you dwell on your losses, tomorrow's a new day. Well, that's for sure. Tomorrow is a new day, so join me on that tomorrow as we continue on with another evolution added to the party. And hopefully we'll find this Stuffle as well. See you then. Bye-bye.